There comes a moment in your life when you realize no one is coming to save you. Not your friends, not your family, not even the version of you that keeps making promises it never keeps. And that's when it hits you. The world doesn't break weak people. It exposes them. Every distraction you run to, every excuse you whisper to yourself, every time you choose comfort over discipline, you are slowly handing over control of your mind to forces that don't care about you. But here's the truth. Most people are too afraid to face the strongest people you've ever admired. They weren't born strong. They were forged in silence, in pain, in moments where quitting would have been easier. But they didn't. They built something inside themselves that no one could touch. No insult could shake it. No failure could destroy it. No chaos could control it. They became mentally untouchable. And the scary part? You could become that person too, but only if you are willing to follow a path that most people will avoid for the rest of their lives. Hello everyone. Welcome to the Mind Awakening channel. In this video, you're about to discover 10 brutal Stoic discipline principles that can either rebuild your mind or expose just how fragile it really is. Now, let's get started. Principle number 1. Control what you can, or be controlled by everything else. Most people suffer not because life is hard, but because they are trying to control things that were never theirs to control. Other people's opinions, outcomes, the past. And in doing so, they lose control over the only thing that ever mattered, their own mind. A disciplined mind draws a hard line. What is mine and what is not? Because the moment you depend on external validation, you become fragile. The moment your peace relies on outcomes, you become unstable. Stoics understood something brutal. You don't control what happens to you, but you control how you respond, and that response becomes your identity. The strongest individuals aren't the ones who win every situation. They are the ones who remain unshaken, even when everything falls apart. If you master this, you become untouchable. If you don't, the world will own you. Principle number 2. Embrace discomfort, or stay weak forever. Your mind is not broken. It's just undisciplined. Every time you avoid discomfort, you reinforce weakness. You scroll instead of thinking. You quit instead of pushing. You distract instead of confronting your reality. And slowly, without noticing, you train your mind to escape, not endure. But growth has always had one requirement: pain, not meaningless suffering, but chosen discomfort. Waking up when you don't feel like it. Working when no one is watching. Sitting alone with your thoughts instead of running from them. This is where discipline is forged, because the truth is, a comfortable mind is an uncontrollable mind, and a person who cannot control themselves will always be controlled by life. Discomfort is not your enemy. It is your training ground. Principle number 3. Silence your ego, or let it destroy you. Ego is subtle. It doesn't scream, it whispers. It tells you, you're right. You deserve more. They should respect you. And before you realize it, you're reacting, arguing, proving, defending a version of yourself that isn't even real. Ego makes you fragile, because now everything becomes personal. A comment hurts you. A failure defines you. A rejection breaks you. But a disciplined mind sees through the illusion. It understands. Not everything is about you. Not every battle is worth fighting. Not every opinion deserves a response. When you silence your ego, something powerful happens. You become calm, clear, and dangerous. Because now You are no longer reacting to the world, you are observing it. And from that place, no one can control you anymore. Before we continue, I want to ask you something simple. Which one do you struggle with the most right now? Controlling your emotions, embracing discomfort, or letting go of your ego? Be honest with yourself and drop your answer in the comments below. Your perspective might help someone else who's going through the same battle. And if this video is already making you think differently, consider subscribing to the channel to support the journey, so we can keep creating content that actually changes lives. Now, let's continue. Principle number 4. Detach from outcomes. Or, be ruled by anxiety. Most people are not afraid of failure. They are addicted to outcomes. They need things to go their way to feel okay. They need validation to feel worthy. They need certainty to feel in control. And that's exactly why they suffer. Because life doesn't promise outcomes. It only offers effort. A disciplined mind understands this. You are responsible for the action, not the result. The moment you tie your peace to results, you give power to things you cannot control. But when you detach, when you focus only on what you can do, here and now, something shifts. You become calm under pressure. You act without fear. You move without hesitation. Because now, you have nothing to lose. And a person with nothing to lose, mentally, is impossible to break. Principle number 5. Accept reality, or live in illusion. Reality doesn't care about your feelings. It doesn't adjust to your expectations. It doesn't bend to your desires. And yet, most people spend their lives resisting it. They deny the truth. They avoid responsibility. They blame circumstances, people, luck, anything but themselves. But denial is a silent prison. Because the longer you refuse to see things as they are, the longer you stay stuck. A disciplined mind does something different. It looks directly at reality, no matter how uncomfortable it is, even when it hurts, even when it exposes weakness, even when it destroys illusions. Because truth, no matter how brutal, is the only place real power begins. The moment you accept reality, you stop wasting energy fighting it and start using it. And that's when you become dangerous. Principle number 6. Guard your mind or lose it to the world. Your mind is under attack every day, not physically, but psychologically. Endless noise, opinions, distractions, negativity disguised as entertainment. And if you're not careful, you absorb all of it. You start thinking like the crowd, reacting like the crowd, living like the crowd. Without even realizing it, you lose your individuality. A disciplined mind is selective. It doesn't consume everything. It questions what it hears. It protects what enters. Because what you feed your mind eventually becomes your reality. If you fill it with chaos, you become chaotic. If you fill it with clarity, you become focused, sharp, controlled. Guard your mind like your life depends on it, because it does. Principle number 7. Practice self-control, or be a slave to impulse. Every moment of your life, you are being tested, not by big events, but by small decisions. Do you react or stay composed? Do you indulge or restrain yourself? Do you follow impulse or discipline? Most people fail in silence. They give in to urges. They chase temporary pleasure. They avoid long-term growth. And over time, they become slaves to their own desires. But self-control changes everything. It teaches you to pause, to think, to choose your actions, rather than be driven by them. And that's where real power lies, because the man who conquers others is strong. But the one who conquers himself is unstoppable. When you master yourself, no temptation can control you, no emotion can dominate you, no situation can break you. That is true mental invincibility. Principle number 8. Accept loneliness, or be controlled by the need for approval. There's a phase most people try to avoid, but it's the one that transforms you the most. Loneliness. Not the kind where you have no one, but the kind where you start outgrowing people, habits, and environments that once felt normal. And suddenly, you feel alone. So what do most people do? They go back to toxic relationships, back to old habits, back to environments that keep them small, all just to avoid that uncomfortable silence. But a disciplined mind understands something powerful. Loneliness is not punishment, it's preparation. It's where you meet yourself without distraction, where you rebuild your standards, where you stop needing approval and start defining your own value, because the moment you no longer need validation, you become free, and a free mind cannot be controlled. Principle number 9. Face pain directly, or be haunted by it forever. Pain doesn't disappear when you avoid it. It hides, it waits, it grows, and then it shows up in your anger, your anxiety, your overthinking, in ways you don't even understand. Most people run from pain. They distract themselves. They numb it. They pretend it's not there. But avoidance doesn't heal. It delays. A disciplined mind does the opposite. It sits with the pain. It studies it. It understands where it comes from. Because hidden inside your pain are lessons most people will never learn. Strength, clarity, resilience. The more you face it, the less power it has over you. Until one day, what once broke you no longer even touches you. That's when you know you've become mentally untouchable. Principle number 10. Discipline is identity, not an action. Most people treat discipline like something they try to do. They rely on motivation. They wait for the right mood. They act only when it feels easy. And that's why they never change, because motivation fades, feelings shift, life gets hard. But real discipline? It's not something you do, it's who you become. It's waking up and doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. It's staying consistent when no one is watching, when no one is praising, when no one even knows. Because you're not doing it for others anymore. You're doing it because this is who you are. And once discipline becomes your identity, nothing can shake you. Not failure, not rejection, not chaos, because you are no longer relying on the outside world. You've built something inside yourself that cannot be broken. Conclusion. In the end, mental invincibility is not something you're born with. It's something you build quietly, painfully, and consistently. It's built in the moments no one sees. When you choose discipline over comfort, when you stay calm instead of reacting, when you face reality instead of escaping it. These principles are not easy. They will isolate you. They will challenge your identity. They will force you to confront parts of yourself you've been avoiding for years. But that's exactly why they work. Because while most people spend their lives chasing comfort, you'll be building control. And here's the lesson you need to take with you. You don't become mentally strong by avoiding life. You become strong by facing it fully, without excuses. Start small. Control one reaction today. Embrace one uncomfortable action. Let go of one thing you can't control. Do this daily, and over time, you will transform into someone unshakable. If this video gave you a new perspective, subscribe to the channel to support the journey so we can keep creating content that pushes you to grow, think deeper, and become stronger every single day. Now, it's your move. Thank you for taking the time to watch until the end of the video. See you in the next videos.